Hey, good morning. How are you? It is day 5. Can you believe it? We made it to the last day. Woo! Today we are talking about apathy and how to lean into apathy to help to deepen the emotions that we are having. So I thought I would start like I did a couple of the other days this week and share the definition of apathy because I was curious. And it is a noun, and it is the absence or suppression of passion, emotion, or excitement, the lack of interest in or concern for things that others find moving or exciting, and also referred as stoicism and freedom from emotion of any kind. So, wherever you might fall in that spectrum, if it is easiest at this point, right? Like right now, it's just easier to say, like, you don't give a crap, right? And fall into that apathetic category of no emotions. However, today's post, if you already read it, is that what happens if you lean into that apathy to help strengthen and deepen the emotions that we've already talked about this week, and to strengthen and deepen the good emotions, right? To be in enthusiasm, to be in laughter, and to have joy, and be jovial and feel uplifted and all of the positive things, right? So when we take a trek in nature, it definitely helps us gain perspective, right? Have you ever walked in a forest and you're reminded of how tiny you are when you're like walking next to a tree? I always find that to just be such an amazing experience. Like we've been in some places where they're just like 1,000-year-old juniper trees, and they're so stunning and like gnarled and crazy. So just, I'm always like, ooh, how old is that tree? And, what has this environment of nature lived through and survived and then also moved on from? So if we take our lessons from what shows up in nature, we can definitely take a page from that playbook and really help our emotions, our spiritual body, our mental body, our physical body really be able to, persevere and push forward and push on, right? And to do it in a way that's soothing, right? And easy and smooth and natural. So I like to ask nature things when I'm out, like not out loud necessarily, but like in my internal dialogue. So I like to have, like, oh, hey, I wonder where, how that boulder got there. And like, I obviously would generalize to say, like, in the places we hike, it's a lot of glacial activity has pushed things around, and water in particular is one of those amazing forces that can move things. And so I'm always just mesmerized when we're out and I find like some, boulders in precarious positioning, or we saw some like triangle and rectangle shaped pieces of granite on the trail a few weeks ago. And I was just like, that is so incredible. It's like, just blows my mind, right? And helps me remember that I'm small and I'm also huge, right? Because I'm a piece of the nature, and the nature in me is the nature that I'm in, part of the nature that I'm in. And so like just like remembering that every time I'm out is always just so like grounding for me and like cathartic, I guess I would say. So I like to just be able to lean into those weird things that I see when I'm out in nature and just like asking questions like, oh, how did your tree trunk get all gnarled up like that? Oh, how long have you been that way? And there are certain trees that they twist every year, right? And it's like you can see that spiraling in the bark, and it's just incredible. And just having that, childlike wonderment. I'm like, ooh, that's really cool. So I share all of that to say, be gentle with yourself where you are in your journey right now. I hope that this challenge has been inspiring for you. I hope it has been comforting for you. I hope that you've gotten out into nature and embraced your own nature, and then also the nature at large, I guess I would call it, while you're in nature. I hope that, some parts of your emotional well being are feeling strengthened, and maybe that's helping your spiritual and physical and mental bodies also feel strengthened. I would love to hear from you. I've heard from a few of you already, and I'd love to hear from you. If you want to share, feel free to leave it in the comments here or send me a personal message. That's totally fine as well. And as I promised in my description of this live, yeah, I'm sad today's our last day together. And also exciting to share that we will have a round 2, as it were, an advanced challenge. And that will be starting, I'm going to look at the calendar, August 17th, I believe it is, which is a Monday. It will be our advanced 5 days, so we'll be taking a deeper dive into what we've been doing here and what that will look like. I have some notes to share with you because I don't yet have it memorized, and that's okay. So it's going to be get deeper into nature, finding peace in your heart. And what we're going to be doing during that 5 days is getting out in nature and finding ways to help our heart feel at peace. So we'll be getting back to enthusiasm, going into the emotions to find peace. So all the emotions that we touched on this week, how to get into those and find peace at the same time. So this challenge is really going to be about stopping, slowing down, standing still, and then being in close relationship with nature to receive its wisdom. So we'll be working through the emotions again, like I shared, focusing on that, end goal of peace in your heart. And I'll share things like the oils I use, crystals I use, some other resources that I'll be sharing. I have some exciting, fun things that are actually going to be available for you to purchase if you would like, not at all required, but you can if you'd like. And this will be available for a love offering of whatever you would like to contribute. And I will have a page for you to sign up on as soon as I get back from this trip we're going on right now. I'm working on it, so hopefully I can have it up today. It might not be done today, but hopefully by next week. And if you have completed this challenge, then you will be invited to participate in that challenge. And not that it's required, it's just that I feel if you've done this challenge, you'll have a good foundation for the next run, as it were, and going into that deeper dive, like I said. So if you're interested in that, feel free to leave a message in the comments or send me a personal message or look for the sign up when it becomes available, any or all of those things, however that works best for you. And then what else? Yeah, I think that's it on that. So I'm going to read today's card, which is from the Sacred Self-Care cards again. And today's card is kind of perfect for apathy. It is Alone Time. Alone time. The mantra is, I make time to focus on myself. Joyously explore your alone time. Think about what you would like to do in solitude, then plan that time. Plan so that your time is freed up and your commitments are put on pause. Find peace and stillness by completely tuning into your own needs. You can keep it simple and plan something like a quiet night at home to journal and be introspective. Go for a walk, work on a creative project, meditate, or try any solo activity that feels restorative to you. Be sure to communicate to your loved ones how important this is to you. Make them aware of how it allows you to show up more fully in daily life. That way they can support you by respecting the time that you need to be alone without interruption. Today's journal prompt is, how does having alone time make you feel? What emotions and memories come up for you when you are alone? So that might sound a little scary. I encourage you to lean into the process and have fun with it. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised what shows up, and I hope that it is a fun experience for you. So that is it. We are at conclusion, and I want to say thank you for being here, for spending this week with me. I appreciate, love, and adore you, and I hope you have a great weekend ahead, and if I can be of support to you in any way, please let me know. I will see you in the group. Take care. Bye.